Who truly gets in trouble? You should know better. You're older. I don't care who started it, I'm gonna finish it. They look up to you. No, you may not hang out with your friends. I need you to stay here and babysit. These are the statements we hear in our daily lives. Older siblings are constantly dealing with struggles every day because of the higher expectations our parents hold for us. You may be wondering though, why should you listen to me? Well, if you don't, you won't be fixing the problem. It only takes one person to make a difference, as said by Aha Now Life. According to Helen Keller, I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do. If Helen Keller thought so, along with the multiple other people who helped change the world, let's become a part of their team. Since there are older siblings watching this speech, I thought this topic would be relevant. Even if you're not the oldest, this will be a great topic to hear so you can understand how your older sibling feels. I believe that older siblings are being faced with expectations to be the most responsible child and to be pretty much perfect. We are the built-in babysitters. We are put in situations in which we must act older than we actually are. And we get in trouble for most of the crimes committed in the house. But although there are negative struggles dealt with by the older siblings, there are also positives to go along with it. So first, we are the built-in babysitters for our parents, as told in Today's Parents. Why pay for babysitters when you got one at home? Parents think about all the time and they look at the benefits that go along with it. But what about the loss of our social lives, the pressure and the stress that comes with the large increase of responsibility? Parents say that babysitting boosts responsibility in a child. Although that is true, it also keeps us away from a social life with our friends. Okay, according to care.com, there are multiple reasons why nannies quit that coincide along with the ones that we want to quit. One of which is the increasing demand to want to hang out with our friends as we get older. Although it may boost relationship with siblings, it keeps us away from bad influences and the peer pressure that may come along with it. The second point, to feel pressure because we cannot say no to our parents. With schoolwork, studying, chores, and even the babysitting, it feels overwhelming to those who cannot handle the pressure. But on the other hand, it helps us learn responsibility along with time management skills. The last point is that we feel used because our parents are out having fun and we're stuck at home with this big responsibility to take care of siblings that aren't even our children. When we're invited somewhere, we're denied the chance to go out because our parents want us to stay home. So we ask ourselves, who's the teen here? I have a life, you know. A U.S. psychologist, David Coates, says, any worries parents have about their children are much more connected to the anxieties in their marriage than we realize. So knowing this, with our help through the babysitting we may do, our parents can go out to spend time with each other to boost their relationship, thus helping our lives become easier. There are both positives and negatives depending on your view. However, it may feel like one may outweigh the other. Our responsibility in the family grows as our parents expect us to act accordingly to the situation we're in. Become perfect role models for our siblings to look up to and to finish the job our siblings may leave behind. So apart from babysitting, we are put in situations in which we must act older than we actually are. They expect us to know when to act in certain situations. For instance, the public actions that we older children face may be different expectations than the actions that our parents expect from our siblings. The positive part of that, though, is that it equips you with how to behave in a more professional environment outside of the home. The second point, parents want us to be the role models for our siblings by doing everything perfect. According to Kluger, we are obligated to be all A students, to be a role model to our siblings. Moore says, though, that they look up to us and their mental stability is affected by how we as older siblings respond to them. It gives us a sense of pride to know that. The third point is that whenever our siblings are doing a job, we normally have to pick up the slack after them. Much more work takes much more responsibility. Plus, it's not even our work to even have to do. It does keep us organized and help with our time management skills, though. Although there's a big obligation we must fill, think about the amount of respect our parents have for us to give us such a big responsibility. A constant struggle is the multiple times we are put on trial, whether it is for damage to objects, our parents' respect, and the physical well-being of our younger siblings. We are always the ones to get reprimanded. The last topic I want to discuss seems to be the most popular. It is the trouble we get in for most of the crimes committed in the house. According to Thought Catalog, when something gets damaged, we get the blame. We are always assumed to be the brains behind the crime, whether it's breaking a glass in the kitchen. We're always thought of to be known as the ones who helped the child do that. It helps in our communication skills when explaining to our parents that we weren't a part of it, though. It helps determine when is the right time to confront certain situations, and you learn from multiple mistakes along the way. When our younger siblings act out in a certain way, our parents tell us to stop bothering them, not the other way around. They automatically assume this. It seems like our parents are only against us and is always for them. We teach ourselves when to stop before we end up getting in trouble along the way. And we end up gaining more respect from our parents when they confront us. The third point, when someone gets hurt, we're always to blame. Never ends. Injuries are over-exaggerated by our younger siblings because they pass the blame, thinking that they can get out of trouble. This can help us, though, although you may not see the help. It can help us manage the relationships without getting in trouble, and to learn to gain respect from our younger siblings who look up to us whenever you tell them that it wasn't your fault and that they need to stop doing it. Although it may seem like we are the ones always in trouble, you can look at it in one of two ways. As a learning experience, where you learn to improve your actions and reactions, or as a minors field, where at every step you take, there is a chance on an explosion to occur. In conclusion, as an older sibling, we are confronted with different roadblocks in our daily walk. Whether this is all of the topics I discussed or even the others that you deal with yourself. We have sacrificed our personal lives to help our parents in protecting and caring for our younger siblings. There are some days we are needed to act more mature than we may feel. We are dealt cards that seem to constantly get us in trouble no matter what we do. Depending on what matters most to us, it will affect our view on the issues presented, whether your view is in a positive manner or in a negative manner. Though at the end of the day, it is about our family's well-being and the love we have for them that makes us want to help them and stay in the job that we have been born into as older siblings. Thank you. I hope I get to hear your guys' speeches, and I hope it goes well for you guys.
There you go.
Who truly gets in trouble? You should know better. You're older. I don't care who started it. I'm going to finish it. They look up to you. No, you cannot hang out with your friends. You need to watch over your siblings. These are the statements we hear in our daily lives.
Yes. Yes, they are. Focus!
Flip the script! Flip the script! Older siblings are constantly dealing with the struggles every day because of the higher expectations their parents hold for them. You may be wondering, are you wondering?
I am wondering.
Why? You should listen to me.
What?
Oh, you want to? I have an introduction.
We have a special guest with us today.
Come, Lily.
Come on, Lily.
I'm Christy. Look at
Lily, bring it down. Lily, bring it down.
Why are you naked, Lily?
Look at. Oh wait, I'm naked.
There you go. We
Not
need
no
clothes.
more.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. There you go. You may be wondering.
I'm a gangster.
Hey! Hey, stop it!
Come down.
Yes, that's it.
Some more?
Alright, are you guys ready? Just has to use the restroom, so you have to take over her
3,
job.
4, I declare.
Some more.
Yeah.
I can't see anything. You can't.
Alright, Jasmine, use the restroom. Jasmine, use the restroom.
Give it back.
Who's she battling with?
Come here, Lily.
Aha! There's the battle partner.
Why are you guys recording this? You're wasting
know.
battery.